Hey guys, it's Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about best songs for basses. So this was hard. I did a video for best songs for tenors and best songs for baritones, and a lot of lead roles are written for tenors and baritones. But when it comes to basses, it's more supporting roles and featured roles. I mean, I could think of like Judge Turpin from Sweeney Todd right off the bat, or Caiaphas from Jesus Christ Superstar. But they had more songs with other people, not their own featured songs or solo songs. You could do like Pretty Women that Judge Turpin sings with Sweeney Todd. But again, Sondheim's kind of hard to do for an audition. But then I thought of like Joe from Showboat that sings Old Man River. That's about as bass gets. But, you know, I don't know, that might be kind of overly done. Up to you. So, when I was really pouring through, you know, my own thoughts and own shows and ideas, and then really doing some research, I thought, well, I think I'm going to have to maybe give some true bass songs, and then it kind of slipped into like bass baritone, like a mix, which if you have a more mature voice, you probably have a good range anyway. You probably have like, even if you have like a bass voice, you can probably slip into some baritone ranges. So you probably have a broad range anyway. So here we go. Here's what I came up with. For true basses, I think from Lion King, Mufasa's song, They Live in You. I love this show. I'm not normally a Disney animated fan, but maybe because the music is Elton John and I love Julie Taymor's staging, but I think Mufasa's song, They Live in You, is a beautiful song. It just has that, sits really deep in that range, and so I put it on the list. Nathan Lane, he does have a great range, but when he played Gomez in the Addams Family, I think he put his voice a little bit deeper for Gomez. And he does this song called Happy Sad, which I really like. It's a pretty nice ballad, and I mean, it's pretty considering it is so deep, but I really liked it, so I put it on the list. And then I love this show, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. I've done it. I'm a Texas girl. I love Tommy Tune. And the character, the governor, sings this song called Sidestep, which is really funny. So if you have, you know, a really good comedic timing, and you can pull something like this off, I would do it. It's kind of half spoken, half sung, but you really do have to have a special comedic timing about you to pull this off. But listen to it, the song Sidestep. I like it. I think it's funny. Now, if you want to do complete 180 and do something dramatic and dark and edgy, then I would look to Oliver, yeah, character Bill Sykes, yeah, and his song My Name. And, you know, if you want to do a Cockney accent with it, I don't know. Or maybe not. Maybe just leave that at home and don't do it. Say, that's going to ruin my vocals for the audition. And it might be too much. You know, doing a thick accent for an audition might be too much. Or they might want to hear it. Say, hey, can you do this in a Cockney accent? So, you never know. But maybe starting out with it, just sing in your normal voice and see what they say. And then, this old chestnut, old Deuteronomy from Cats, the addressing of cats. I mean, yeah, Deuteronomy, he has that big, deep bass voice, so I put it on the list. All right, so now moving on to what I consider a true mix of that baritone bass. From Shenandoah. How often do you hear that show? But the lead, Charlie, sings this song called Meditation. And this is about a guy who, it takes place during the Civil War. And he really didn't want anything to do with the Civil War until his son is kidnapped by the Union Army and taken prisoner. So yeah, then he's in it. But the song Meditation is a nice song. So now I do love this character, Judd Fry from Oklahoma. I think it's a dynamic character. It's a complex character. I love Judd Fry. And when he sings Poor Judd is Dead with Curly, I mean, that's a really deep song. But when he sings The Lonely Room, his ballad, it's a beautiful ballad, and I think you could show some nice sides to your voice. So I put that on the list. Another little known show, I mean, well, I don't know, it's rarely done, is Sideshow. And it's about conjoined twins in a sideshow. But the character Jake, who's just, you know, part of the sideshow, sings You Should Be Loved. And I think it's a gorgeous song. It's just a beautiful love ballad. And again, I think most of it sits in a deeper range. There's some higher notes, but I think for the most part it sits in a deeper range. Then from 9, the character Guido, the lead character Guido. 9 is kind of a funky show, but it's loosely based off the famous Italian director Fellini. But he sings a ballad, Only With You. And again, you know, it's an older, mature character, so it's just a heavier song in that deeper range. And I think that can be said for a lot of these older, mature characters, especially with these older classical musicals like Tevye and Fiddler and Harold Hill in Music Man and Lancelot and Camelot and The King and I. Those are all baritone parts, but if you have an older, mature voice, all of those baritones sit probably in a heavier baritone leaning bass range. Like If I Were a Rich Man. That's definitely not leaning baritenor, if you know what I'm saying. And then the last song I have, this might just be true baritone, but I put it on the list, is from Catch Me If You Can. It's written for Frank Sr., not Frank Jr., the lead, but Frank Sr., and it's called 50 Checks. And I just really like it because it's jazz and it's bluesy, and I don't know, take a listen. It starts off really low, and then it does build to kind of a high, some high notes. So I don't know, I mean, maybe if you just have one of those really nice big range voices, it might suit your voice, so take a look. Take a listen. Anyway, that's my list. I hope it helped. Check out all my other videos, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next. Bye.